Good morning, everyone. Let's begin with your doubts. So quickly post your doubts and then we proceed with Accounting Standard 2. Quickly post your doubts so that we can proceed. Okay, let's proceed. If there are no doubts, let's proceed to the question we were doing yesterday. But before that, let me just quickly revise with you this part from measurement of inventories and valuation norm. So after understanding the basics, sorry. So after understanding the basics of Accounting Standard 2, we found out that the valuation norm says that we must take cost or NRV, whichever is lower, right? And then how do you calculate cost? The cost will include purchase price, duties and taxes, freight, other expenses directly attributable to acquisition, interest on qualifying that includes interest on qualifying asset. Then we also did cost of purchase will not include refundable duties and taxes, trade discount, rebates, duty drawback, and other similar items. If your inventory is a qualifying asset within the meaning of AS 16, then borrowing cost will form part of cost of your inventory. And then we did cost of conversion, which includes direct labor, directly attributable manufacturing cost, fixed overheads, that is your rent, and variable production overheads. Fixed production overheads will always be taken on the basis of normal capacity. If your actual capacity is equal to normal capacity, then you have no under or over recovery of overheads. You will simply take total overheads divided by, then it will be total overheads divided by the normal capacity. If actual production is lower than normal capacity of production, in that case, you will have under recovery of overheads, and you will only take it based on the normal capacity. The extra cost will go to the profit and loss account because it is a period cost. If actual production cost is higher than the normal capacity of production, then there is over recovery of overheads. The overhead recovery rate will be suitably low. Right, then we did question number 4, and now we are supposed to do question number 5, which I do not know. You will solve it for me. So come to question number 5. Let's read that first, and then we see who can solve this question for us. You have question number 5, which says calculate value of inventory per kg from the following information. Your material cost is 500, your direct labor is 100, fixed production overheads is 50 lakhs, normal capacity is 2 lakhs. करना क्या है? Calculate value of closing stock of 5000 kgs of finished goods under the following circumstances. First, the actual production is 2 lakh units. Second, the actual production is 2 lakh 50,000 units. And third case, the actual production is 1 lakh 80,000 units. Right, so you have to find out the value of the closing stock per kg, and you also have to find it for 5000 kg. right? So I want 3 people who can solve it for me. So quickly put on your chat box. Anyone who wants to volunteer. Okay, so case 1, let's give it to someone who has never solved it earlier. So Shrushti, can you try case 1 quickly on the chat box? Shrushti, can you try case 1? Okay. Ved, can you try case 2? Okay, perfect. And Digesh, can you try case 3? Digesh, can you try case 3? Anjali, can you try case 3? Anjali, can you try case 3? Okay, great. So we begin with, I guess, Shrushti. So Shrushti, Ved and Anjali. Okay, Shrushti, you will help me from step number 1 in solving this question. Here you go. Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
First step, we will find total cost.
Great. So first, put your first statement. What will be your first statement?
As per AS2, valuation of inventory.
Okay, we are doing question number 5. Can you also tell me the page number, please?
Page number 22.
22. Okay. As per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventory. Okay, what after that?
Calculation of cost of inventory, value of inventory.
Calculation of value of inventory. Okay. Then
First, particulars.
okay, you have to prepare the format. So you have particulars. Then
Case 1.
okay, you have case 1. Then
First, material cost.
okay, how many cases do you have?
3 cases.
3 cases. So could you just prepare the format for 3 and solve just one?
Yes.
This will be case 2. This will be case 3. Okay, just let me format it. Okay, Shrushti, please go ahead.
First, material cost.
Okay, so you have first material cost.
500 rupees.
500. Okay, then
Direct labor.
direct labor.
100 rupees.
100. Then
Add fixed production overheads.
fixed production overheads
Is equal to fixed production overhead divided by normal capacity.
this will be fixed production Overheads, which you will divide by the normal
Normal
capacity of production.
capacity.
Okay, go ahead.
Is equal to 50 lakh divided by 2 lakh.
Two lakhs. Okay.
We will get 25 rupees per kg.
So you have 25. Okay then.
Total cost is equal to,
Okay. After that, should I do the total?
yes,
Okay. Total cost. How much?
625.
Okay. Perfect then.
Uh, Value of closing stock
Value of closing stock. Okay.
is equal to 5000 kg into 625.
How do you get 5,000? How do you get 5,000?
Yes,
कैसे मिला आपको 5,000?
it is given in the question.
So 5,000 is the number of units and 625 is the kg. Sorry, is the price.
Total.
Can I say this is total cost
Yes.
per kg?
Yes.
625. Okay. Total value of stock will be?
31,25,000.
Okay. Can you explain to me which case was this? Is actual production equal to, less than, or greater than the normal capacity?
Actual production is equal to normal capacity.
Can I say there is overutilization in this case? क्या मैं
No.
कह सकता हूँ ओवर यूटिलाइजेशन हुआ है?
No.
ओके. क्या मैं कह सकता हूँ अंडर यूटिलाइजेशन हुआ है?
No.
Okay, so this is correctly utilized, right?
Yes.
And because it is correctly utilized, you will simply take fixed production overheads divided by normal
Normal
capacities.
Yes.
Okay, I think that is good. Thank you, Srushti.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. The first case is done. Let's go to case 2. Go ahead, Ved.
Yeah. Material cost is 500.
Case 1, material cost is 5. Case 2, sorry, material cost is 500. Then,
Direct labor 100.
okay,
Then we will find the fixed production overhead, which would be divided by 2,50,000. It will be 20.
okay. Why 20? Why did you divide by 2,50,000?
It will ensure us that the inventories is not calculated above cost.
So you took the actual production or you took the normal capacity of production?
Actual production.
Why actual production?
Because it will ensure us that the inventories are not calculated above the cost.
Okay. What if you take the normal capacity? What will happen in that case? Can you explain the working to me?
When we take the normal capacity, then it would be 25.
Okay.
50 lakh divided by 2 lakhs.
Multiply by 2 lakhs will be how much?
50 lakh divided by 2 lakhs, it would be 25.
Okay. I agree. You are right.
Yeah.
लेकिन
Yeah.
आप मुझे ये प्रूफ तो करके बताइए कि अगर मैं नॉर्मल कैपेसिटी पे लूंगा तो कैसे मैं मेरा कॉस्ट से ज्यादा हो जाएगा?
So if you multiply 25 with 5,000, you will get 31 lakh 25,000. It will increase the inventory cost by 25,000.
I still didn't understand. You please understand my question again. You tell me what is your fixed production overheads?
For case 2, it is 20.
Fixed production overheads की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Oh,
Fixed
sorry.
production overheads.
50 lakhs.
50 lakhs. अब आप ऐसा कह रहे हैं कि क्यों अगर हम नॉर्मल कैपेसिटी लेंगे तो ये कॉस्ट से एक्सीड हो जाएगा, राइट? ऐसा ही आपने कहा.
हाँ.
अब मतलब 50 लाख से बढ़ जाएगा.
Yes.
राइट. कैसे बढ़ेगा वो आप मुझे बताइए. What is your actual production?
Actual production is 2,50,000.
Okay, now please understand what I am telling you. And say yes if you agree. 6 lakh आपका नॉर्मल कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से 25 रुपीज आएगा पर यूनिट ओवरहेड रिकवरी रेट.
Yes.
ओके, मतलब एक यूनिट का 25.
हाँ.
आपने एक्चुअली कितना बनाया केस 2 में?
Case 2 में 2,50,000 units.
2,50,000 मतलब एक यूनिट का 25 रुपए, तो 2,50,000 का कितना कैलकुलेट करके बताइए.
62,50,000.
एक्चुअल खर्चा कितना है क्वेश्चन में फिक्स प्रोडक्शन ओवरहेड्स का?
50 lakhs.
50 lakhs. Is 62,50,000 exceeding 50 lakhs?
Yes.
That is why you cannot divide by normal capacity.
Okay.
Are you understanding? So what
Yeah.
will you divide it by? You will divide it by actual
2 lakh
capacity.
Yeah. Actual capacity.
Okay, उससे भी divide करके देखते हैं. You have 50 lakhs divided by actual capacity कितना होगा?
2,50,000.
तो एक यूनिट का कितना आया? 20.
20.
So I will take over here 20 rupees. कैसे 20 rupees आए? We will explain that in working note number 2. So you will help me prepare that later. Okay, tell me what next.
So the total cost would be 620.
Total cost is overall total cost or per kg?
No, not overall. Yeah, overall total cost.
Are you
Per
sure?
kg. Total cost per kg, and then we will find out the value of closing stock.
What's your value of closing stock?
5,000 into 620.
Okay, let me just add one thing over here. This will be your closing stock in quantity. 5,000. 5,000. Okay. How much do you get?
31 lakhs.
31 lakhs. Okay. Can you help me prepare working note 2?
Yeah. Fixed
Tell me.
production overhead recovery rate is equals to 50 lakhs divided by 2,50,000.
Wait. Let's put it this way. As per accounting standard 2, what's the heading of the standard?
Valuation of inventory.
When the actual capacity is greater than the normal capacity, the overhead recovery rate, tell me, will it reduce or increase?
It will reduce.
Will be suitably lowered. Now you put overhead recovery rate. Tell me.
50 lakhs.
Fixed production
Fixed
overheads.
production overhead divided by the actual production.
You will divide this by actual production. Okay, perfect. Then
So that would be 50 lakhs divided by
you will have, just give me a minute. That will be 50.
lakhs divided by 2,50,000.
Okay, 50 lakhs you have divided by 2,50,000.
Then answer would be 20.
Is equal to rupees 20. Okay, perfect. Then your total value comes to how much?
Total
Of
value of the
the
closing 31 lakhs.
31 lakhs. Okay, thank you, Ved. Okay, right. Any doubts in the first two cases? Quickly on your chat box. Anyone has any doubts in the first two cases? Okay, great. If there are no doubts, let's go to case 3. Okay, go ahead, Anjali.
Hello.
Case 3.
Sir, material cost will be rupees 500 per unit.
Okay.
Then direct labor will be rupees 100.
Okay.
For fixed production overhead, we will have to prepare working note number 3.
So should I prepare that first?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, sir, in this question, we have done lower production than the normal capacity. So, we will divide fixed production overhead by the normal capacity.
Okay.
So,
Can I say as per AS2 valuation of inventory, when
is-
the actual capacity is lower than
yes,
the normal capacity, the overhead recovery rate will be calculated using the normal capacity, right,
yes.
of production. Okay, then go ahead.
So, first we will write formula overhead recovery rate will be equals to fixed production overhead divided by normal capacity.
Okay, then after that,
Then we will put the values. Fixed production overhead will be 50 lakhs and actual production.
overheads.
We will not take actual production, we will take normal capacity, which is 2 lakh units.
Okay, divided by 2 lakh. Okay, then
So here the answer comes 25.
rupees 25. Okay, then
Then we will put the values to find the total cost.
okay, what value will be put over here?
25
5. Okay,
and then 625, yes.
25. Okay,
Then we will multiply it by 5,000.
how much do you get?
125. 31 lakh 25,000.
You get 31 lakh 25,000. Okay,
Yes.
there is something that you have missed over here. If you can
Yes,
complete that, please.
sir, actually we should have been divided this by the actual production, but that comes to 1 minute 50 lakhs divide by if we divide this by the actual production, the answer comes to be 27.77 something. But this is wrong practice, because if we have done the lower production, so ultimately the per head unit cost will increase, but that's not the correct view of that's not the correct method of presentation.
Okay, who
So
told you that is not the correct method of presentation?
yes, so it's
I'm
not like
asking
that we
you.
will not it's
I'm
not like
asking
we
you. आपको किसने बताया ये method गलत है? This is not the correct method.
क्योंकि सर अगर हम लोग ऐसा करेंगे ना तो हर कोई ऐसा ही करेगा कि प्रोडक्शन है ना नॉर्मल कैपेसिटी से
मैडम
कम
ये आप
करेगा.
एग्जाम में नहीं लिख सकते. All you have to mention is as per accounting standard 2. That's it.
सर
So who told you to do this? Accounting standard 2.
अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 2.
Right. So as per accounting standard 2, if your actual capacity is lesser than your normal capacity of production, you cannot divide by actual capacity. You will continue dividing it by the normal capacity of production. So you will have the normal capacity of production in that case.
Yes, and the extra 2.77 will go to the P&L account.
Okay. So help me out with the values. 50 lakhs divided by what's your actual capacity? Sorry, actual production 1,80,000.
1,80,000.
Okay, how much do you get after dividing that?
27.77.
So let's put over here 27.77. Out of this 27.77, how much did you charge to the cost of the inventory?
25.
You charge 25 to the cost of the inventory. So I'm writing over here that you charge 25. And how much did you charge to the profit and loss account?
The balancing figure 2.77.
2.77. Okay, so let me just put that properly. This is how you will put it in your exam as well.
Yes.
Okay. How much do you get? 25 will be added to cost of inventory, which we have already done. And what about 2.77? It is which cost?
Period cost,
Period cost. And period cost always goes to
the P&L account.
perfect. So everything is sorted, right? 50 lakhs into 1 lakh 80. Okay. Thank you, Anjali.
My pleasure.
Okay, fine. Any doubts in this? Quickly on your chat box. Any doubts in this? If you have any doubts, please post it. Let's solve your doubts and only then we proceed to the next question. Okay, fine. Since there are no doubts, let's go to the next question, which is given to you on page number 7. Sorry, it is page number 23 of your study material. Come to page number 23. Let's quickly have a look at variable production overheads and then we try question number 6. What is variable production overheads? They are indirect expenses attributable to production and they will vary directly with the volume of production. So your variable cost will always vary with the volume of your production. Variable production overheads are assigned to each unit of production on the basis of actual use of production facilities. So whatever you have used actually, based on that, we will be using the variable cost. So only when you use the production facility, you will have variable cost. However, fixed production overheads, you use the facility or you do not use the facility, you still have fixed production overheads that will be charged to you. Right? So the simple thing is variable overheads question में दिया रहेगा, आपको सीधा उसको cost में add कर देना है. That's it. Nothing else is to be done in case of variable production overheads. Right? If that is clear, let's have a look at question number 6, which will clarify everything to you. Question number 6 on page number 23, which says you are required to value the inventory per kg. तो 1 kg inventory का value पूछा है उन्होंने. Material cost is 200, direct labor is 40, direct variable overheads is 20. Fixed production charges for the year on normal working capacity of 2 lakh kgs is 20 lakhs. 4,000 kgs of finished goods are in stock at the year end. करना क्या है हमको? Calculate value of inventory per kg. Fine, then put your first statement. As per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventory. Put your first statement. As per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventory. Calculation of value of inventory per kg. Let's quickly prepare our format. You have particulars, note number, amount, which is in rupees. Please prepare a systematic format. Do not use shortcuts when you prepare your formats. Presentation will play a key role in your exam, so please prepare your formats accordingly. Prepare your format properly. Okay, are you ready with the format? Let's begin with the question. You have material cost. You will include that. Why will you include? We will explain that in our working note number 1. What's your value of material cost? 200. After that, you have direct labor. Direct labor will also be included using rupee, which is rupees 40. You have direct variable overheads. Direct variable overheads will be included 20. Next, you have fixed production overheads. Your fixed production overheads will be calculated using working note 1. In fact, let's put working note 2 over here since we have the note. Note 1. Working note 2. You have fixed production overheads divided by normal capacity of production. Put normal capacity of production. Substitute your values. You will have. Can you tell me on the chat box how much is your fixed production overheads in total in the question? 2 lakhs or 20 lakhs? Your fixed production overheads in the question is 2 lakhs or 20 lakhs? Everyone gets 20 lakhs. And what's your normal capacity of production? Two lakhs. You get rupees 10. Put over your rupees 10. You will get total cost per kg. You get 270. Do you have total quantity of closing stock in the question? कितना closing stock है question में वो दिया है आपको उन्होंने? How much closing stock is there in the question? Have they given that to you? Dhara, how do you get 2000? If you can explain to me, please, how do you get 2000? Dhara, how do you get 2000? Please explain that to me. It is given to you on the last sentence of the question. 4000 kgs of finished goods are in stock at the year end. So it is not 2000, it is 4000 Right, please check the question if you have doubt. If you have any doubts, please get back to me. Put your closing stock in quantity. 4,000. What's your value of inventory? You have 4,000 multiplied by 270. You get 10 lakh 80,000. 10 lakh 80,000. Put your working note one, material cost. Material cost, comma, direct labor and direct variable overheads will be included in calculating the cost of inventory as per accounting standard 2. Put your working note properly. This standard is one of the lengthiest standard that you have in your syllabus. Having said that it is lengthy, it is absolutely easy. The only problem is you have many number of concepts. However, if you understand each concept properly, if you're conceptually clear about every aspect of the standard, I think it is an absolutely simple standard. Nothing to worry about in this standard on auditing. The key is your presentation. Your presentation should be up to date. You should present it in this manner, the manner in which I have presented over here. So I do not have to even appear for the exam. Still, I am focusing on preparing every format. However, I agree that preparing the format on Excel is a little bit easier compared to that. However, you will agree we also do it in the class. So if we were solving it in the class, still we do prepare proper formats. I request you, you should have practice to prepare proper formats. If you have practice, in fact, if you have writing practice, it will be very easy for you to finish off your paper on time. So please ensure that you are practicing properly. Every question you practice. If you are stuck somewhere, ask me, I will guide you. But practice is important. Fine, are you done with this? Is everyone done with this? Quickly on your chat box. Are you done with this question? Okay, great. If you're done with this question, come to the next one. Let's do question number 7, which is given to you on page number 24. Question 7. Per kg finished goods consist of the following: material cost 100, direct labor 20, variable overheads 10, fixed production overheads for the year on normal capacity. On normal capacity is 1 lakh kgs. Of 1 lakh kgs is rupees 10 lakhs. Value of closing stock is 2000 kgs of finished goods. Karna kya hai? Calculate value of inventory. Fine. Put your first statement. As per accounting standard 2, value of valuation of inventory. Prepare a systematic format, please. Question number 7. You have page number 24. Prepare a systematic format. And Raghav, can you solve this question for us? Quickly on your chat box. Can you solve question number 7 for us? It's an absolutely simple question, a question that we have already done. Okay, great. So quickly prepare your format and then Raghav will take us ahead with question number 7. Go ahead, Raghav.
Yes, sir. Material cost will be rupees 100 per kg.
Your material cost is rupees 100 per kg. Do you need a note for that?
Yes, note number 1.
Okay, then.
Then direct labor rupees 40 per kg. Sorry, 20 per kg.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
40 or 20?
20.
Okay, then.
Then variable overheads rupees 10 per kg.
वेरिएबल ओवरहेड्स तो हमें नॉर्मल कैपेसिटी पर नहीं लेना है.
No, sir, वो fixed overheads लेना है.
Check. Please check. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I think you're making a mistake. Check again.
No, sir, fixed production overhead पे लेना है.
Okay. Then
Fixed production overhead working note 2.
fixed production overheads. You will need working note 2. Okay, let's prepare working note 2 first. Go ahead.
Fixed production overhead equals to fixed
Yeah.
recovery rate equals to fixed production overhead divided by normal capacity, that is 10 lakhs divided by 1 lakh.
Not 1 lakh divided by 10 lakhs.
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then what's your final answer?
Answer would be 10 rupees 10.
Rupees 10. Should I add 10 over here?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Then-
total cost would be 1 minute, sir. Total cost per kg would be rupees 140.
How much? 140?
Yes.
Okay.
And closing stock quantity that is given in the question is 2000 kgs.
Closing stock quantity in the question is 2000 kgs. Okay.
So value of inventory would be 140 into 2000, 2,80,000.
Okay. Perfect. How should we mention working note 1 in the question?
Material cost, direct labor cost, variable overhead will be included in the calculation of valuation of inventory,
As per?
AS2.
Okay. Thank you, Raghav. Very good.
Welcome, sir.
Fine. Simple question it was. Question number 7. Copy this down properly. Then we move ahead to a new concept. Fine, if you're done with this, let's proceed to the next concept, which is normal and abnormal loss. Come to page number 25. Normal and abnormal loss. Come to normal and abnormal loss. You have it on page number 25. Okay, come to normal abnormal loss. Please pay attention. New concept and an interesting one. Have you all seen water being transported in a tanker quickly on your chat box? Have you ever seen water being transported in a tanker or sand being transported in a tractor? Right, I hope everyone has seen water being transported in a tanker and sand being transported in a tractor. अब होता क्या है? Whenever you have water being transported, you will find water and sand both are spilled on the road. Am I right? Yes or no? You always have water also being spilled on the road. टैंकर से पानी लीक होता रहता है और ट्रैक्टर से सैंड गिरता रहता है. ये हम सबने देखा है. अब ध्यान देना होता क्या है. एक सैंड का वेंडर मतलब परचेजर और वाटर टैंकर का परचेजर अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड के पास गया. उन्होंने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड को ऐसा कहा कि सर मैं 100 लीटर्स ऑफ वाटर खरीदता हूँ एट ₹10 पर लीटर. मतलब मेरा बिल कितना हुआ 1000 रुपीज का. लेकिन सर एक्चुअली मेरे पास आता है 97 लीटर्स. 97 लीटर्स आने के बाद कॉस्ट तो सेम रहता है 10 रुपीज. मैं पे करता हूँ. आई एम राइटिंग ओवर आई पे फॉर 1000 लीटर्स बट आई गेट 97 liters, which means when I pay for 1000 liters and get 97 liters, which means I am paying extra plus I get less quantity. The accounting standard board said, okay, I understand your problem, but technically this is not our concern. आप जिससे सैंड खरीदते हो, आप जिससे वाटर टैंकर खरीदते हो, आप उसको समझाइए कि ये आपका जो 3 लीटर रास्ते में आते आते गिर जाता है ये न हो. तो उन्होंने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड को समझाया कि सर ऐसा नहीं है, हमने उनसे भी बात की पर उन लोगों की भी गलती नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वाटर एंड सैंड द नेचर ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इज सच कि हम कितना भी कॉम्पैक्ट बनाएंगे थोड़ा लीकेज तो उसमें से रहेगा ही. तो उन लोग का भी कोई फॉल्ट नहीं है. They cannot do anything in this. We need to work out is something with accounting standard 2. The accounting standard board said that sir we will have to first speak to such suppliers, so it would be good if you come back tomorrow to us. तब तक हम लोग इन लोग से बात करके रखते हैं. The accounting standard board spoke to a lot of such suppliers and the accounting standard board understood कि ये genuine problem है. ये हर एक में होगा. आप कितना भी बेहतर ट्रैक्टर ले लो, राइट, आप कितना भी हाई क्वालिटी का टैंकर ले लो, थोड़ा पानी तो लीक होगा ही. और कई बार इफ यू थिंक प्रैक्टिकली यू ऑल्सो थिंक अबाउट कॉस्ट बेनिफिट रेशियो. ऐसा ना हो हम बहुत महंगा टैंकर खरीद ले 30 रुपए बचाने के लिए, क्योंकि देखो लॉस कितना हो रहा है 30 रुपीज का. 1 लीटर का 10 रुपए, 3 लीटर का 30 रुपए. 30 रुपए बचाने के लिए हम लाखों का नया टैंकर नहीं ले सकते, राइट. इवन if that is used multiple times, it will not match the cost benefit ratio. So they came back to the next day the purchasers again went to the accounting standard board. The accounting standard board said, sir, you were absolutely correct. There is a problem with such products. The nature of the product is such कि ये प्रोडक्ट कहीं ना कहीं लीक होगा ही. अब आप बताओ आपको हमसे मतलब अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड से क्या उम्मीद है। तो उन्होंने एक बहुत सिंपल कैलकुलेशन बताया, आप लोग ध्यान से समझना। ही सेड कि सर अगर हम 1000 लीटर्स खरीदते हैं, मतलब 1000 रुपीज पे करते हैं, बाय पेइंग 100 rupees a liter, the cost is 10 per liter. However, if we pay 1000 for 97, then the cost will come to 10.30, somewhere around 10.31 per liter. The accounting standard board said, okay, we understand. What is your concern? How can we help you? The industry said कि सर हम लोग क्या करते हैं, इस केस में एक्चुअल कैपेसिटी जो है, जो बिल में दी हुई है, जिसका हमने ऑर्डर किया था, उससे डिवाइड करते हैं, पर एक्चुअली जो रिसीव हुई है उससे डिवाइड नहीं करते। इस वजह से होता क्या है, अगर हम हमारा लैंडिंग कॉस्ट गिनते हैं तो एक्चुअली आता है 10.31, पर आपके मेथड से 10 रुपए आता है, विच मीन्स हमारे कॉस्ट में 30 पैसा हम कम चार्ज करते हैं। क्योंकि हम कॉस्ट में 30 पैसा कम चार्ज करते हैं, हम कस्टमर से 30 पैसा कम रिकवर करते हैं, अल्टीमेटली हमारे प्रॉफिट से ही वो 30 पैसा जा रहा है। वैसे भी हमारा बिजनेस लो प्रॉफिट मार्जिन बिजनेस है, उसमें से भी हमको हमारी गलती नहीं है, नेचर ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इज सच। इसलिए प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हमारा 30 पैसे पर लीटर का लॉस हो रहा है, क्योंकि वो 30 पैसे हम चाहें तो कस्टमर को ऐड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो कॉस्टिंग में बैठता नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि आप 100 रुपीज पर लीटर से डिवाइड करने को कहते हैं, तो हमारा इन्वेंट्री का कॉस्ट ठीक से बैठता ही नहीं है। और हम 2-2-3 कैलकुलेशन नहीं कर सकते कि इन्वेंट्री के लिए 100 से डिवाइड करो, कॉस्टिंग के लिए 97 से डिवाइड करो, दैट बिकम्स too much cumbersome, and I think everyone is working towards making accounts easy and not more complicated. So we request the accounting standard board to allow us to divide it by 97. The accounting standard board said आपका पूरा केस हमको समझ में आ गया, अब 2 दिन बाद हम बात करते हैं। 2 दिन तक हम प्रॉपर्ली सोच के रखेंगे कि इस मैटर को कैसे डील करना है। The accounting standard board then discussed among themselves and decided that this is a loss. We agree, this is a loss. But if we allow it this way, then again there are high chances that people will manipulate. So let's divide it into 2 parts. One is abnormal loss and the other is normal loss. अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड ने ऐसी जितनी भी इंडस्ट्री है जिसका प्रोडक्ट का नेचर टिपिकल है, ऐसी जितनी भी इंडस्ट्री है जहां पे इस टाइप का लॉस होता है, उनसे पता किया कि हम सब बातों का ध्यान रखें, हम रीजनेबली केयरफुल रहेंगे। अगर मान लीजिए हम सब रीजनेबली केयरफुल रहते हैं, तो भी सब कुछ ट्राई करने के बाद भी फिर भी कितना लॉस होगा, और हर एक कंपनी से उन्होंने परसेंटेज ऑब्टेन किया। अगर उतना परसेंटेज लॉस होता है तो उसको वो लोग क्या कहते हैं, नॉर्मल लॉस। दे कॉल इट व्हाट, नॉर्मल लॉस। और नॉर्मल लॉस हम आपको डिडक्ट करने देंगे, मतलब अगर इस कंपनी में 3% नॉर्मल लॉस है तो 3% काट के 97 आया, हम आपको 97 से डिवाइड करने देंगे, उतने से आपका कॉस्ट बढ़ जाएगा। लेकिन मान लो नॉर्मल परसेंटेज 3% है, आपका लॉस 5% हुआ। कैन समवन टेल मी ऑन द चैट बॉक्स, नॉर्मल लॉस के ऊपर कितना एक्स्ट्रा लॉस हुआ? क्विकली ऑन योर चैट बॉक्स, नॉर्मल लॉस से ऊपर कितना एक्स्ट्रा लॉस हुआ हमको? एवरीवन अग्रीज 2%, 3% जितना लॉस तो हम चला रहे थे, पर आपने एक्चुअली लॉस कितना कर दिया, 5%। मतलब 2% जो एक्स्ट्रा लॉस हुआ वो हमारी गलती नहीं है, हमने तो ढंग से ठीक से सिस्टम से गिन के आपको 3% अलाउ किया, 2% आपकी गलती है। if you remember, if you understand accounting standard 2, जब भी आपकी गलती है, that will be considered as a period cost, and a period cost will always go to the profit and loss account. Are you getting it? This is the concept of normal abnormal loss. The normal loss will always be given to you in the question in terms of percentage. Normal loss will always be allowed to be deducted from the cost of the inventory. However, abnormal loss is your mistake, your problem, will be considered as a period cost and will be charged to the profit and loss account. Are you all clear with this? Yes or no on the chat box quickly, everyone. Very important concept. You have at least 5 questions based on this, which we will be seeing today. So I request you all to quickly put it on your chat box. Are you clear with this? Are you all clear with this? Okay, perfect. If everyone is clear with this, let's go ahead with question number 9. Let's solve question number 9. Mark question number 9, very important last day revision question. Question number 9, which is given to you on page number 25. Question number 9, page number 25. Let's do question number 9. Okay, I'm reading the question for you. Question number 9. Please pay attention. In fact, sorry, before that, let me read the normal abnormal loss part and then we go to question number 9. Normal loss or wastage of raw material, labor, production cost forms part of cost of manufacture. So we will form it, we will consider it as a part of cost of manufacture. However, abnormal wastage should be treated as a period cost and it should not be considered for valuation of inventory. So abnormal wastage will be treated as a period cost and it should not be considered for valuation of inventory. It will be treated to the profit and loss account. Right, let's go to question number 9, which is your important last day revision question. So mark question number 9, important last day revision question. Question 9. Let's understand it. Question number 9 says, in the production process, normal wastage is 5% of input. Normal wastage question में दिया हुआ है 5% of input. 5,000 metric ton of input were put in the process, resulting in a wastage of 300 metric ton. Total loss कितना आया हमको? Total wastage कितना हुआ? 300 metric ton. Cost per metric ton is 1,000 rupees. The entire quantity of waste is on stock at the year end. करना क्या है? State with reference to accounting standard, how will you value the inventories in this case? So put your first statement. As per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventory. Calculation of value of inventory. Calculation of value of inventory. Calculation of value of inventory. Solve this question with me. Very important question. You have at least 4 or 5 questions based on the concept of normal abnormal loss. So prepare proper formats and then solve it with me. Every step be with me. And please pay attention. And if you're stuck up somewhere, please put it on the chat box. I will solve your doubt. Prepare a systematic format for this. Ready with the format? Let's begin. Look at the question. See how do I read every important information. नॉर्मल वेस्टेज 5% किस चीज का है? इनपुट का है. मतलब नॉर्मल वेस्टेज इज 5% ऑफ इनपुट. सो फर्स्ट वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट द इनपुट. इनपुट भी क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है. 5000 मेट्रिक टन ऑफ इनपुट इज इन द प्रोसेस. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद दैट. हाउ मच इज योर इनपुट? You have 5000 metric ton is your input. Normal loss at 5% will be 5000 metric ton into 5% comes to how much? 250. It comes to how much? 250. So put over there 250. Let's find out our quantity after normal loss. Quantity after normal loss will be 4750. How do you get that? 5000 minus 250. Your quantity after normal loss will be 4750. This is important. 4750. Let's calculate the cost of input. Cost of input is 1000 multiplied by 5000. क्योंकि बिल तो 1000 यूनिट्स का ही बनेगा. In spite of the fact that you receive 4750, bill will always be of 1000 metric ton. You get how much? You get 50 lakhs. Put over there 50 lakhs. Cost of input is 50 lakhs. Calculate your cost per kg now. You will take 50 lakhs divided by 4750. Why will you take 4750? Because you can deduct the normal loss and charge that to the cost of manufacture. Calculate 50 lakhs divided by 4750. You get 1052.6315. Your cost per kg will be 1052.63. Okay, put your next point. Quantity after normal loss is how much? 4750. In fact, let's begin this way. Again, put your input. Let's put it in a bit detail so that when you revise, you understand. Is 5,000 metric ton. Quantity actually received or put total wastage. Your total wastage will be 300 metric ton. Take quantity actually received will be how much? 4700 metric ton. Put these three values. What's your quantity after normal loss? Quantity after normal loss should have been 4750 metric ton. Now quickly on your chat box, did you receive less or did you receive more? On your chat box, did you receive less or did you receive more? You received less or more? Quickly. And if less, how much? If more, how much? Less by 50. So abnormal loss is 50 metric ton. Your abnormal loss will be 50 metric ton. Abnormal loss will be 50 metric ton. Put your cost per metric ton again. What's your cost per metric ton? 1052.6316. We calculated above. Your cost per metric ton calculated above is 1052. So value of abnormal loss will be 1052.63 multiply by 50 will be 52,631. Your value of abnormal loss will be 52,631.5. Working note 2. Okay, can you tell me on the chat box, what is your quantity that you have in your closing stock? Can you tell me what's your closing stock in the question? What is your quantity of closing stock in the question? Closing stock, Spruha. Quantity of closing stock in the question. Your closing stock is 5,000 मंगवाया था, 300 कम आया. So actually you have received how much? 4700. Value of inventory will be 4700 into 1052.63. You get 49,47,368.52. Okay, I have one doubt which says question specifies that entire quantity of waste is on stock. Entire quantity of waste means जितना भी वेस्टेज हो चुका है उसके बाद का पूरा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक आपके पास स्टॉक में है. मतलब कोई भी पार्ट वेस्टेज का आप बेच नहीं पाए हो, which means your quantity will be 4700. पूरा स्टॉक आपके पास है. See, whatever was wasted, you never received that. Since you never received that, how can you have wastage on the stock? So what they are trying to communicate to you is कि वेस्टेज डिडक्ट करने के बाद कितना भी स्टॉक बचता है वो सब कुछ आपके पास क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में ही है, इसलिए हम यहाँ पे 4700 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. No quantity of waste, Spruha, will not be your closing stock. 4700, the quantity after your wastage will be your closing stock. In fact, wastage is something that you never received. 5000 मेट्रिक टन मंगवाया पर मिला ही 4700, तो 300 आपके पास आया ही कहाँ पे? You never received 300 metric ton. Because you never received 300 metric ton, this cannot be on your closing stock. That is not the way you will interpret this. I hope Zaid and Spruha, this is clear to you. You need not interpret quantity of waste. Quantity of waste means waste minus करने के बाद जितना quantity बचता है उतना आपके पास closing stock में है. That is all you have to understand in the question. Okay, if you all are clear with this, let's do one more question. Question number 19. Let's solve question number 1919. Let's solve question number 1919. Right, please pay attention to question number 1919. It says Capital Cables Limited has a normal wastage of 4% in the production process. During the year 13-14, the company has used 12,000 metric ton of raw material costing rupees 150 per metric ton. At the end, 630 metric ton of wastage was in stock. The accountant wants to know how this wastage is to be treated in the books, explain in the context of AS2 the treatment of normal and abnormal loss, and also find out the amount of abnormal loss, if any. Okay, let's solve this. So I think Sprua and Zed, this question will give more clarity on you as to how to treat the quantity of loss on stock. Put your first statement as per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventory. I'm sorry, we need to put working notes over here. So let's put working note. I just missed that. Let's put working notes first. As per AS2, valuation of inventories. As per AS2, valuation of inventories. Abnormal loss will be charged to cost of manufacture. Abnormal loss will be charged to cost of manufacture. Working note 2. As per AS2, valuation of inventory, abnormal loss will be treated as a period cost and will be charged to the profit and loss account. And will be charged to the profit and loss account. Put these two working notes properly. Then we proceed with question 19. Which is on page number 33. Put your first statement. As per accounting standard 2, valuation of inventories, calculation of value of inventory. There is a correction here. It should be normal loss should be charged to cost of manufacture. It should not be abnormal loss. In the working note number 1, it should be normal loss should be charged to cost of manufacture and not abnormal loss. Please make that change. Prepare a systematic format. Okay, let's begin. It says the company has used 12,000 metric ton of raw material. So input material is how much? 12,000 metric ton. Input material is 12,000 metric ton. What's your normal loss? 4%. Let's calculate that. 12,000 into 4% comes to 480. Dhara, I guess it is 4% in question number 19, if I'm not wrong somewhere. Please check. You will get quantity after normal loss will be 1200 minus 480. You get 720. Quantity after normal loss 720. Cost of input material कितना खरीदा हमने? 12,000 into क्या प्राइस है? 150 rupees. Let's calculate that. You get 18 lakhs. You get 12,000. Yes, what you're saying is correct. We will get 11,520. I have made that correction. Let's calculate cost per kg, which is 18 lakhs divided by 11520. 18 lakhs divided by 11520. You get 156.25. Everyone gets 156.25. $156.25. Now let's change the format a bit compared to what we did in the previous question. Both formats will mean the same. Let's put over here quantity after normal loss. How much did you get? 11520. Let's put over here calculated above. Calculated above 11520. Quantity actually received. Please check how much quantity have you actually received. Your loss was how much? 630. So 12,000 minus 630. 12,000 minus 630. You get 11370. Quickly on the chat box, did you receive more or less? If more, how much more? If less, how much less? If more, how much more? If less, how much less? You get abnormal loss 150. Metric ton. Can you tell me your cost per metric ton? 156.25. Total abnormal loss in value will be how much? 150 metric ton into 156.25. You get 23,437. $630 is your loss in the question. How much was your wastage? 630. It is given in the question. We just understood how to interpret that in the previous question. The abnormal wastage is 630 metric ton. The total wastage, in fact, is 631. I'm sorry, 630. The total loss is 630. Normal loss is 480. Extra loss that you have over and above the normal loss will be 150 metric ton. Let's now calculate the closing stock. कितना ऑर्डर प्लेस किया था 12,000, सामने कितना कम मिला 630. How much did you actually get? Quickly on your chat box, how much did you actually get? $11370 is your quantity. Again, your cost per metric ton is 156. So value of inventory will be 156.25. You will have 17,76,562. Now they have not asked you the value of inventory in the question. However, for our understanding and for practice, I have already calculated that. What they have asked you is the amount of abnormal loss and the treatment of abnormal loss. So treatment we will explain in working note number 2. In fact, we can also put it over here as an add-on. We can write over here period cost charge to profit and loss account. will be charged to the profit and loss account. Put your working note 1. As per AS2, valuation of inventory, abnormal loss will be charged to the cost of manufacture. This will again be normal loss and not abnormal. And as per AS2, abnormal loss will be treated as a period cost and will be charged to the profit and loss account. So that is all that they had asked. They had asked to you explain normal loss and the treatment explained over here in working note number 1. Then abnormal loss calculated over here, their value. This we did additional. You can skip this in the exam, but this I did for your explanation because we are doing it for the first time. Such questions, this is the initial stage. That is why I calculated this value as well. You can avoid this in the exam, it's not asked. Right, okay. Quickly, each one of you on the chat box. Are you clear with whatever we did today? Are you all clear with the concept of normal abnormal loss? Quickly on your chat box. Since this is important, I will take the pain to ask each one of you. So quickly, Akshay, Aman, Anjali, Aksa, Bhavin, Dipesh, Dhara, Digesh, Tulsi, Harshit, Het, Ishika, Ishita, Kajal, Khushi, Manav, Om, Pavan, Pushti, Raghav, Raj, Rohan, Shifa, Shreyas, Simran, Spruha, Shrushti, Ved, Yash, and Zaid. Are you all absolutely clear with this, with the concept of normal abnormal loss? Right, so I hope everyone is clear with that. So you will go back today and revise the entire 3 questions that we have done. In fact, 5 questions that we have done. We did the first question pertaining to fixed production overheads, 2 questions pertaining to variable production overheads, and then we did questions based on normal abnormal loss. Right, so just ensure that you are revising everything with me, and if there are any doubts, please come back to me. Okay, I have one doubt. Let me just read that for you. It says wastage cannot be with us, as this we wouldn't have been received. But in this case, wastage is in production process. Now, please understand, wastage can be in many forms. My question to you, Spruha, ultimately is that if there is wastage, are you having that much quantity in your closing stock? That's my only question to you. Yes or no? मान लीजिए वेस्टेज इन ट्रांजिट हुआ है, वेस्टेज प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस में हुआ, क्या वेस्टेज के बाद उतना क्वांटिटी का मटेरियल आपके पास क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में है कि वो वेस्ट हो चुका है? डू यू हैव दैट इन योर क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? यस और नो? You do not have it. Since you do not have it, keep it simple. Deduct it from your total quantity ordered. You will get your quantity that you actually received, which is nothing but your closing stock, right? So try and keep it as simple as possible. Right, okay. Fine, thank you so much for attending. I will now see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. If you have any doubts, please get back to me. Thank you.